Okay, guys, it's been a while since I've been on here, but we have a finished model. I finished the Monster Datsun tow truck. The kit absolutely sucked. Fit and finish, not the greatest. I didn't want to get into scratch building. I wanted to build it out of the box stock. That said, in order to get some of the parts to look decent, I took liberty of scratch building a couple of small but kind of important parts. It's no showstopper. It's, something for the shelf, something to look at. But first things first, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that tonight, but we're back with the 1792. Oh, does it smell good? Oh. Oh. All right. Here we go. Monster Datsun tow truck pickup. Back here, everything's okay-ish. Let me find a pointing apparatus. I did take liberty with the batteries. One of these batteries came with the kit. I added a second one just because there was a winch in there. This tow strap that hooks onto the frame of a car, I scratch built. I just didn't like the way the kit part looked. Matter of fact, I still have it in its pieces. So I use this for a template for making my own. Now, on my own, the hooks I bent using paper clip. This is a polishing cloth with an overrider product, and the straight bars on the top and bottom is just straight styrene. There's some real fine wire at the end for the keep of the strap from going off, and then the lifting point here is a bent paper clip. The hook is a kit part, and all I had was sewing thread, so we'll make do with that. But the reason I did that was this, I just didn't like the yellow part, but this one, I made it, this thing here, it will, it represents the actual real part better. It'll flex a little bit. On the subject of scratch building, not really scratch building, but under the lights here on the roof, there's little mounting points. Those things in the kit, Lord almighty, the hole they wanted them in compared to the part, no, wasn't happening. So what I did is I bent paper clip, put a shim underneath of it that reached from this mounting bracket to this one, so they were both spaced the same height off the cab. And then I super glued it from the inside. Then I set the light bar on top. Other than that, it wasn't, there was no way it was going to fit and look halfway decent. Excuse me for that. The fit and finish on this gap, I don't know. I worked that thing and worked it until I was done. If you display it this way with the hood open, it's not a bad model. It's one of those kits that I'm glad is off my bench. It's going to go to my oldest son. He wanted it. It was actually bought for his enjoyment, but after seeing the condition of the model in the box, I was like, we'll get you a different one. So I built this for him. Not too bad, but interior came out okay. It's one of the better features of the model. The engine wasn't too bad. It went together pretty good, but the gasser tip of the exhaust, I had to remake that. Again, the way it was molded, I just wasn't liking it. So I don't know that I have any other stuff, but it's just when you buy a new paintbrush, it's one of the covers. I cut it down and made it fit. So all in all, I don't recommend anybody to buy the kit. If you're a model collector, it's one to collect just because you got to have it, I guess. But if somebody asked me if they were thinking of buying it, I'd tell them absolutely no. Spend your money on aftermarket parts. Something I want to try getting into is free-wire distributors and dressing up engines better. I would spend the money on that before I bought another one of these. And but for the most part, if you got to have something to build and want to do a bunch of fiddly work, I guess, to each his own. But my advice, look at a different kit. But I don't want to bitch and complain. I'm not a professional model builder. I'm just some guy sitting at his dining room table building models because he enjoys it. But so don't take my opinion for it. If you want the kit, go buy it. If you don't, well, you saved yourself some money. Let's get back to the good stuff. But enough on the Datsun. Okay, guys, this is over 10 minutes. I'm gonna end this one and catch you down the road on another kit. I'll show you what I'm working on next in another video.